Hey, what's up everybody? It's me, Ish. Welcome back to another video on my channel. So this video is going to be a little different. I'm actually in the field right now as a real estate agent. I'm doing an open house with my boy, Richard, your lender. He's the mortgage loan officer on my team that I personally work with. And the interest rates that this guy has are, incredible. He's actually beating credit unions right now. So if you guys currently have an interest rate that you feel is high with a credit union, he might even possibly beat it. But in this video, we're just going to drop some real estate sauce for you guys. We're going to talk about how to get pre-approved for a mortgage loan. We're going to talk about minimum credit score requirements. We're going to be talking about the documents you guys need and, pretty much how to prepare yourself to get a home. But this is the home that we're actually doing the open house in. It's a 4-bed, 2-bath. We're here in Adelanto, California. It's listed at 430. And, we did have a few clients walk in, but right now I just decided to get some quick content for you guys. So we're just going to drop some real estate sauce for you guys. I haven't uploaded any real estate videos in a while, so I thought this would actually be a good idea. So let's get into it. All right, everybody, so we're currently at the open house right now. There's currently nobody walking in right now, so I'm just going to be dropping some quick sauce, or we're going to be dropping some quick sauce for you guys while, there's no clients coming in. But this is Richard Ortiz. This is a mortgage lender that I currently work with on my team. How long have you been in the business for?
I've actually been in this business for over 6 years now.
Okay, nice, right on. So pretty much in this video, we're just gonna give you guys some quick sauce when it comes to home ownership, what you guys, need when it comes to documents, what you guys should be expecting, and how to prepare yourself. So I guess the first thing we'll dive in is, if someone's looking to purchase a home, what is the first thing they should be looking for?
Yeah, so the first thing you actually want to do is you want to make sure you get pre-approved by a lender, right?
Okay.
To make sure you know what you can afford and what you can purchase. Last thing you want to do is be shopping out there for homes for something that you may not qualify for.
This has actually happened a lot of times with clients that I personally work with. They want to look at homes, but there's really no point in looking at the home because we have to know what your purchase power is before, we start searching for homes. Because the last thing we want for you guys is to fall in love with a home that, you guys can't qualify for. So I don't want to get anybody's hopes up. So that's why it's important to get pre-approved for a mortgage loan before you guys start searching for homes. And as far as pre-approvals, what does one need to get pre-approved for a mortgage loan?
Yeah, so to get pre-approved for a home, what you're gonna need is you're gonna need 5 items. It's gonna be your driver's license, your social security number, or if you have the card. You're gonna need 2 most recent bank statements, 2 most recent pay stubs to cover 1 full month of pay. And lastly, you're gonna need your W-2s along with your 2 years of most recent tax returns.
Okay, nice, right on. And then as far as credit score requirements, what should their credit score roughly be?
Minimum credit score for FHA and also VA buyers is going to be as low as 580 FICO score and down to 600 for conventional.
Okay, and then as far as FHA mortgage loans go, you can have even lower than a 580 credit score, but what are the circumstances?
That's correct. You can go lower than 580 minimum FICO score that is required, but you're going to have to bring in 10% down on an FHA.
Right, instead of 3.5% you're supposed to be putting down.
Correct.
Okay. And then as far as credit scores, if one has a better credit score, will they get a better interest rate on their loan?
Yes, but actually what I was mentioning to you off camera is that right now through the end of February, we have an incentive where you can actually get the same rate offered from someone that has a 750, let's say this buyer has a 750 credit score, and let's say you have a 600, you are going to get offered the same rate right now on FHA and VA loans. So if you've been looking to shop and you've just been on the fence, right now is a great time to take advantage of that because you do have this incentive right now.
Okay, and then ballpark numbers, what is the current interest rates are right now?
Right now, you're going to be looking anywhere from around 5.7 all the way up to, maybe low 6s.
Okay, and then do you think the interest rates are expected to come down or go higher within the next year?
Yeah, so within the next year, you're going to see, what I believe is going to happen is prices will continue to increase, but a lot more demand will be on the market because rates should be coming down throughout the next year, of course.
Okay, and then let's talk about beating other lenders' interest rates, because sometimes, people are going out there and they're getting mortgage loans from banks or even credit unions, but you've actually beat banks and credit unions before as far as the interest rates, right?
Yeah, no, that's correct. Yeah, I have. So right now, we are really competitive at Roca and Associates. We're offering really good rates, giving our clients basically, we've been able to compete with credit unions, banks, as we've seen with past clients that we've helped. If we're not close to it, we can match it. Sometimes we can even beat it if it's possible, right? So that's what we've been doing
Yeah,
right
so
now.
if you guys want, you guys can, get pre-approved for a mortgage loan through your credit union, your bank, and then if you guys want to double check, circle around with, your boy Richard right here, see if he can get you a better interest rate, then why not? And then would that be a soft pull or a hard pull on your credit just to check the interest rate?
Yeah, so the good thing is that I can do all of that with just a soft pull.
Nice, 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 nice. And then as far as explain to them how important it is to not have debt when you're shopping around or you're trying to buy a home. How does that affect you?
Yes, so debt unfortunately will affect you and make a big impact on your qualification. So you want to make sure that if you're ready to get pre-approved or you're looking to get pre-approved in the near future, you want to make sure that you're carefully watching your debt, that you're paying down your debt if possible. Don't have a lot of credit card payments. That will greatly affect you. For example, let's just say if you're shopping for a home and you have a car payment of $500, the bank will take that into consideration and will greatly affect your purchasing power. So it can be anywhere between 50,000 to almost 100,000 that it could affect you by with these rates that we have right now.
And you guys don't want to make this mistake because this happens all the time when someone's trying to purchase a home, they end up like financing a car or something of that nature, and then now they're not pre-approved for the mortgage loan no more. Has that happened to you?
It has happened where a client is, looking to buy and they tell me, Richard, I just got a car like maybe a month ago.
And then how bad did that affect what they were pre-approved for?
Well, they actually weren't able to get pre-approved anymore. Unfortunately, that's what happens. So you want to make sure that you are getting guidance and that, you're connecting with a lender and a realtor that can guide you and help you through the process. And if you're not ready now, at least start so that you have a plan.
Like connect with a real estate agent or a mortgage loan officer ahead of time. Even if you're not ready to purchase a home now, like start connecting with one now if you think you're going to buy one within the year or even next year or a couple years, so that way you guys can start preparing yourself when it comes to buying a home, because a lot of people don't even know what they need in order to get a home. So you just start educating yourself, or subscribe to me if you guys want more real estate videos. But another thing I did want to touch on was first-time home buyer loans. What's considered a first-time home buyer?
A first-time home buyer is anyone who doesn't own a home and has not owned a home in the previous 3 years. Okay. So if you did own a home, let's just say 3 years from today's date, and you no longer are on title and sold that property for the previous 3 years, then you would be considered a first-time home buyer again.
Okay, and then what's the lowest payment somebody could put down on a home besides like the no money down mortgage loan programs?
Yeah, so the minimum that you're going to be required by the bank would be 3.5% of the purchase price for an FHA loan.
And then as far as conventional?
On conventional, you can go as low as 3%, which a lot of buyers are surprised when they hear that because they believe they need to bring anywhere from 20, 10% down, which is not true. You can actually
think that all the time. They always think that.
Yeah, so you can actually get in with 3% down, sometimes 5% down as well.
Okay, and then as far as FHA and conventional loans, what's the difference between those two? Because those are always like the most talked about mortgage loans and pretty much real estate. Can you elaborate on the difference on those?
Yeah, no, definitely. So the main difference is that FHA is a government-backed loan as well as a VA loan. Those are both government-backed loans as opposed to a conventional loan that are loans given by private investors.
Okay, so last thing we're going to touch on is non-qualified mortgage loans. Can you go over what a non-QM mortgage loan is for those that don't know what that is?
Yeah, so a non-QM loan means that you're basically qualifying without your tax returns. So you're qualifying with alternative financing. So this could be via qualifying with bank statements, qualifying with the help of your CPA, like a profit and loss letter, right? A lot of self-employed borrowers, write off or have a lot of write-offs, and in the end don't qualify. So this is a great alternative that you can use to qualify for that home. So if you're self-employed, this either qualifying with bank statements or profit and loss may be an option that you want to look into.
Yeah, and these are also known as P&L loans, but another non-QM mortgage loan is going to be something called a Dscr loan. Can you touch on Dscr loans?
So this is a program that not only self-employed borrowers can qualify for, but also W-2 earners. And it's a program that's geared towards investment properties.
Right.
But the best thing is that you actually are not qualifying for the home yourself, but the property is qualifying for that loan. And how does that work? The bank is looking at how much gross yearly income, or they break it down to monthly income that it generates, and they're going to divide that by your mortgage payment. So then that gives you a DSCR ratio, which as long as you're above 1%, you can qualify for this type of loan.
Yeah, okay, so pretty much they're not qualifying you for a mortgage loan based off your income, but more so what the property is bringing in, as far as if you have it rented out, then that's what they're going to use to qualify you guys. This is actually a good loan to get. And what's like a minimum credit score requirement for a DSCR loan? Because I do know you do have to have a better credit score requirement in order to get this loan.
Yeah, so you can actually go down as low as 640, but I would recommend anywhere from at least a 680 or above.
Okay.
Would be a better.
And then how much are we expected to put down on a DSCR mortgage loan?
Minimum on the lower FICOs, you're going to be looking at least 20%. If your credit is a little bit better, we can even go as low as 15, maybe 20.
Yeah, and DSCR loans are actually good. I'm actually going to get one pretty soon so I could buy an investment property soon. So I'm definitely going to leverage whatever the building's making, so that way they could qualify me based on that. So that way I can start, get into properties. And I'll show you guys how to do this a little later in my channel. But is there anything else you wanted to share for someone to own a home one day?
Yeah, so right now, a special program that we're having a lot of success with is a grant that there is out there right now. So this is free money. This is not a down payment assistance program. This is money that you can get for free. Now, if you decide to sell the property within a year, after that year, you sell it, all the proceeds are for you. You do not have to give any portion back. So if you have been on the fence, I think this is a great program that they can take advantage.
Right.
And this is for FHA loans. So if you are interested in learning more, I would say reach out to Ish, right?
Yeah, you guys can shoot me an email, my business email, justmoneyish@gmail.com, or I'll even place a link in the description below to his email and all his information. And we'll also place a link in the description below if you guys want to go through with a mortgage loan. We can get you pre-approved, and even if you're out of state, we'll see if we can do what we can do with you. But if you guys are here for sure in California, we could definitely work with you. I can work with you as a real estate agent as well on my end, and we can get you into home ownership. All right, so I guess this is turning into more so a vlog style video, but we ended up leaving the open house, and I thought we had a successful day. What do you think?
Yeah, it was pretty good. Had a packed open house. We had a couple of families there that are looking to buy. Perfect starter home, so probably get a first-time home buyer. What do you think?
Yeah, for sure. I think when it comes to like the lower priced homes, like the homes that are priced 300, 400, 500,000, tend to get more clients with those homes. It's just the more so harder ones are this like 700 and above, like 700K and above, those kind of clients.
That's where it starts.
Yeah, because the thing with those clients is they're probably not a first-time home buyer, and they got experience.
Yeah, no, definitely they do. I mean, they're probably buying their second home, so most likely have a little bit bigger down payment probably too. Are looking to upscale, get a bigger home, so they're gonna be looking, they're gonna be I guess nitpicking at the home a little bit more than a first-time home buyer. If you're just getting your first home, you pretty much, as long as you can probably get into something, you would be kind of happy, with that. So
what's like a different thing you notice with those kind of clients, like the higher price clients?
So they're just a little bit more concrete on what they really want, know, and they're not really open to other kind of, something that, just some little small thing in the home that they don't like. They might be like, oh, this is not it.
Right.
So, yeah, pretty much that's what happens when you get into that 700, 800K and above. It turns into a different market of buyers.
And then what kind of mortgage loan are these experienced buyers getting typically from what you've seen?
I mean, normally you're gonna have a conventional buyer, right? Probably, and not all the time. Like I mentioned before, you can qualify for a home, your second home, with only 5% down if you did not know that. And you don't have to sell your current home. So you can literally keep your home, make that an investment home, and go and buy your other home, which is now going to be your primary home, with only 5% down. You don't need 20% down to go and buy your next primary home. So that's most of the time is what I see as anywhere between 5% all the way up to some people that sell their homes, they'll have a bigger down payment. But
right.
yeah.
And then, real quick, before I actually started filming, Richard actually pre-approved somebody in the car from another real estate agent that, sent him a referral. And dude, this guy, I kid you not, he pre-approved him in like less than 5 minutes. So, what has been something you found successful to get somebody pre-approved fast?
I guess my ability to pre-approve people fast, being able to, over with experience, obviously, and being in this business, for so many years, you get experience, and are able to right away qualify buyers and borrowers, and which is something that has helped me because realtor partners, just like yourself and other partners, come to me because they know that I can, you know,
He's gonna get
pre-approve
the deal closed.
basically. So, and that's what realtor partners want. And, not only do I help them, but, we're also growing. So it's just like a team effort, right? So making sure everybody's, doing their part, and at the same time being efficient.
Okay, man. Okay, so I got a question for you that I think the viewers would like to know. How fast does equity go up around here, at least in Southern California, from what you've seen?
Well, these past few years have been definitely different. But on average, I would say properties tend to increase probably, in standard year, nothing crazy, pre-COVID, stuff like that. Homes probably are going around, and also depends highly in the area. But let's just say roughly, what would you say, Ish? I would say about
Like
30,000
30,000. Yeah, I was
a
gonna say
year.
that too.
So, yeah, that's roughly what I've seen.
Okay.
Hmm.
That's pretty good. So definitely get into. Okay, say why should somebody buy a home? Why should they invest in a home? Because I always tell everybody like a home is their biggest investment. If you're gonna invest in anything, not even I wouldn't even recommend to go into stocks first. I wouldn't recommend to go into cryptocurrencies first because a lot of time people that invest in that kind of stuff, one, they just simply don't have the capital to make anything significant, and it's not really solidified or articulated like how real estate is. So why would you say getting into a home is probably one of the best investments somebody can make?
Getting into a home is definitely the best investment that you can make. There's about crypto and all that other stuff. Honestly, once you get a home, it opens up so many doors that you were
True.
not aware of. You know, Once you have that home, there's other things that you can do. Not only can you live in the home and you can house hack it, right? Help, have some renters in the other rooms, help them help you pay your mortgage. In the future you can have it as an investment property, or over the next few years you build equity, you can pull a line of credit, you can do a HELOC, you can build another unit on your home, which is called an ADU. You can sell that property and use some of those funds for another home and keep some for savings. So it just opens up so many doors, and you're building equity. So if I think getting a home, and if you can, you should take the chance to do it, and get into a home.
Briefly explain what an ADU is for those that out there that don't know.
Yeah, so an ADU stands for accessory dwelling unit. And in the state of California, at least, you are allowed, obviously, if zoning allows for, and if your property fits within that zoning, you're allowed to build an additional dwelling unit on your home. So a lot of my borrowers or past clients, what they have done is, over the years they built equity. Now they're getting HELOCs, or they're getting HELoans, and they're using that equity to build that additional dwelling unit.
Right.
And now they're gonna have they have their primary home with now an income producing unit in the back, which is helping them pay off, if they still have a mortgage, or paying half of their mortgage now from what they're making from that ADU.
Yep. So get into a home, start building equity. You can get a HELOC, like how he said. You can use it to get an ADU, or you could even use it to buy another property. Literally, I've
Yeah,
seen
or
this happen before. Like I think my uncle done it earlier this year. He used the HELOC to buy a multifamily residence that was, had tenants in there producing income, and he used it to get a DSCR mortgage loan. And now, the property was producing income, and then on top too, not only is it producing monthly passive income every month, it's now, gaining equity with every payment that he makes to his mortgage. So, got to get into a home, guys. It's so important.
No, it definitely is. So, if you're looking to get pre-approved, reach out to my buddy Ish, and he can help you and guide you through, the steps on what you need to do to get pre-approved.
Yes, sir. But I think that wraps it up for today's video, guys. If you guys want more real estate knowledge, I'm gonna get more in depth in the real estate videos. Like, I'll talk about HELOCs and home equity loans, and little hacks you guys can do to start getting into real estate, and so that way you guys can save money and make a lot of money through real estate. So like I said, comment the word real estate down below, and I'll start making more real estate videos for you guys. But other than that, we'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.